wrestling fans think of wrestlers who are undefeated at WrestleMania, they think instantly of The Undertaker. The Undertaker went 21 years being undefeated on the grandest stage.
And abhorrent! Sean's gonna count. The tombstone, the count, and the three!
Before he was finally defeated by Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. But outside of The Undertaker, there are a number of wrestlers who have remained undefeated throughout their WWE careers when competing at WrestleMania. But which ones are they? Well, join us now as we look at 10 wrestlers who still remain undefeated at WrestleMania. Number 10, Rick Rude, 2 wins and a draw. Now Rick Rude hasn't actually won all of his matches at WrestleMania, but he has remained undefeated. His first match took place at WrestleMania 4 where Rude wrestled Jake the Snake Roberts to a 15-minute time limit draw. His match the following year was the biggest win of Rude's career as he ended the win streak of the Ultimate Warrior by defeating him for the Intercontinental Championship. His second official victory came at WrestleMania 6 where he defeated Jimmy Snuka in 4 minutes in quite an easy victory. Number 9, Tatanka 2-0.
Crossbody hooks the leg. He got him. No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Now, Tatanka had a notable unbeaten record in WWE which lasted from February of 91 all the way to October of 93. But as well as that streak, Tatanka is also undefeated at WrestleMania. His first victory came when he defeated the model Rick Martel, and his second victory would come the following year where he would challenge the legendary Shawn Michaels for the IC Championship. Tatanka would win via countdown, meaning although Tatanka won the match, he failed to leave with the belt. Number 8, Terry Funk 2-0. As well as being a Hall of Famer and an all-round pro wrestling legend, Terry Funk is actually undefeated at the Showcase of the Immortals. Funk would secure his first WrestleMania victory all the way back at WrestleMania 2, where he would team with his brother Dory to defeat the duo of the Junkyard Dog and Tito Santana. Funk's second victory came over a decade later in 1998 when he teamed with Cactus Jack as Chainsaw Charlie to defeat the New Age Outlaws in a dumpster match to win the tag titles. Number 7, Virgil 2-0. The fact that Virgil is undefeated at WrestleMania may come as a surprise to many wrestling fans. Virgil attained his first victory at WrestleMania where he defeated his former employer, the $1 Million Man, via countout. Virgil's second victory came the following year where he would team up with the Big Boss Man, Jim Duggan and Sergeant Slaughter to defeat the team of Repo Man, the Mountie and the Nasty Boys in a short match that only lasted 5 minutes, and the finish came when Virgil pinned the Nasty Boys member Brian Knobbs. Number 6, Chyna 2-0. Although Chyna debuted in 97, she wouldn't have her first WrestleMania match until the year 2000 at WrestleMania 16. For her first match, Chyna would team with Too Cool where they would defeat the Radicals after she pinned future on-screen lover Eddie Guerrero. A year later, Chyna would win the women's title for the first time in her career when she squashed Ivory as the payoff to a 4-month-long feud between the two.
Chyna is the WWE Women's Champion. She did it at WrestleMania.
Number 5, AJ Lee 2-0.
Oh man, AJ gets back down. There we go. Black Widow. Tap out. Against all odds, AJ does it.
AJ Lee was one of the longest reigning Divas champions of all time.
I am A-OK, and you know why? Because I have this.
She was extremely popular with fans, with her merchandise often performing just as well as her male counterparts. But as well as being a multi-time Divas champion, she's also undefeated at WrestleMania. Her first victory came at WrestleMania 30, where she successfully defended the Divas title in a match against 13 other women in the Vicky Guerrero Invitational match. Then a year later, she would team with Paige to defeat the Bella Twins in a match that would just so happen to be the last ever pay-per-view match for AJ before her official retirement. Number 4, the Road Warriors 3-0. Although the Road Warriors WWE run didn't exactly light the world on fire, and even though some wrestling fans say they didn't utilize their talents properly, they did come away from their time in the WWE with an undefeated record at WrestleMania. The first victory came at WrestleMania 7 where they defeated Power and Glory in just 59 seconds in one of the shortest matches in WrestleMania history. The second victory came at WrestleMania 13 where the duo teamed with Ahmed Johnson to defeat the Nation of Domination in a Chicago street fight. The final victory for the tag team came at WrestleMania 14, when the team, now rebranded as LOG 2000, won a tag team battle royal to determine the number 1 contenders for the tag title. Number 3, Sable, 3-0. Sable has secured 3 victories on the grand stage of WrestleMania. Her first victory came at WrestleMania 14, where she teamed with Mark Merrow to defeat the villainous team of Goldust and Luna Vachon. The second one came the following year at WrestleMania 15, where she defeated Tori to retain her women's championship. Sable's next WrestleMania victory and appearance wouldn't be until WrestleMania 20 in 2004. At the pay-per-view, she would team up with Tori Wilson to defeat Miss Jackie and Stacy Keibler in a Playboy evening gown match. Number 2, Axe, 3-0. All 3 of Axe's WrestleMania victories occurred whilst being part of the legendary tag team known as Demolition. The first victory for Axe came at WrestleMania 4, where Demolition defeated Strikeforce to win the tag titles. The second victory came at WrestleMania 5, where Axe alongside Smash defeated the 3-man team of the Barbarian, the Warlord, and Mr. Fuji. Their final victory came when they once again won the WWE Tag Team titles by defeating the Colossal Connection. The following year, Demolition's unbeaten WrestleMania run came to an end. However, Axe managed to remain undefeated after he was forced to be replaced in the WrestleMania match by Crush. Crush and Smash were then defeated by the team consisting of Junichiro Tenryu and Koji Katao. And number 1, RVD, 4-0. Rob Van Dam currently has the most impressive statistics in relation to remaining undefeated at WrestleMania with a total of 4 victories. RVD's first victory came at WrestleMania 18, where he defeated William Regal to win the Intercontinental title. 2 years later at WrestleMania 20, RVD alongside Booker T were then able to successfully defend the World Tag titles in a fatal 4-way match. Fast forward to WrestleMania 22, and RVD won the Money in the Bank ladder match, which ultimately led him to cashing in on John Cena and winning the WWE title for the first time in his career. His final victory came in 2007, where he was able to defeat ECW New Breed alongside ECW Originals in an 8-man tag team match. Now it's worth noting that the WrestleMania 19 loss,
What the hell is this? Wait a minute!
which RVD suffered alongside Kane, occurred on Sunday Night Heat before the main show, and WWE do not officially class this in RVD nor Kane's official WrestleMania record. But there you have it folks, 10 wrestlers who still remain undefeated at WrestleMania. Next, let's look at the biggest losers of WrestleMania. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.